The next topic that we are going to study is gravitational waves. But before that, let us see what do you mean by waves. Now over here you can see I have drawn a figure. This is how the wave is drawn. Okay, the curvy what you can see, that are the waves. Example of waves are, you can see the ripples in the pond. Ripples in the pond means when you throw a stone in a pond, you can see waves are created in the water. They are known as ripples. Then a stretched string. Take a string, take a thread and stretch it. What happens? It starts vibrating. Now again these vibrations are nothing but waves. Light is also a form of wave. It travels in the form of wave. X-rays are waves, gamma rays are waves, microwaves, then you have radio waves, you have infrared light, that is also a wave, you have ultraviolet light, that is also wave. These are all a type of electromagnetic waves. The bodies which are present in the space are known as astronomical bodies. All the planets, the stars, satellites. Now all these bodies also give out waves. The astronomical bodies also give out waves, and these waves are known as gravitational waves. And there are instruments with the help of which we can detect these waves, we can receive these waves, and then from these waves we can come to know information about the universe. We can get some knowledge of the universe. Like when we come to know right from the before itself, we come to know that some comet is going to pass. How do we come to know? Because that comet which is passing is sending out waves, and these waves are received by the instruments that we have made by the scientists. These instruments are made by the scientists which receive these waves, and how strong the wave is, with the help of that. So we saw that the astronomical bodies, they give out waves, and these waves are known as gravitational waves. So gravitational waves are the waves which are given out by astronomical bodies, and this existence of these waves was predicted long back by Einstein in 1916, and almost after 100 years the scientists were able to detect these waves. Einstein never detected these waves, but he predicted that there must be some waves which these astronomical bodies are giving out, and he named them as gravitational waves. And after 100 years of his prediction, the scientists were actually able to detect these waves. Now let us know little more about the gravitational waves. Gravitational waves are said to be the waves formed on the fabric of space and time, because it is given out by the astronomical bodies. So it is where it is formed in the space. And the fabric means whatever is there in the space, okay, whatever medium is there in the space, that fabric का actual meaning होता है cloth. Okay, so whatever is present in the space, whatever medium is there in the space, over in that space and during that time, these gravitational waves travel, they are made. Second property is that these waves are very weak waves, and hence they are very difficult to detect, and they are emitted by the astronomical bodies. These are the four properties of gravitational waves. They are on the fabric. We have seen that these gravitational waves are very weak and hence very difficult to detect, but scientists have made very sensitive instruments. Sensitive means the instrument which can measure even the smallest disturbance, that is known as sensitive. जितना छोटा चीज़ वो मेजर कर सकता है उतना वो इंस्ट्रूमेंट सेंसिटिव होता है. The scientists have made sensitive instruments which can detect the gravitational waves, and among this one is LIGO, that is LIGO. L stands for laser, I stands for interferometric, G stands for gravitational, and O stands for observative. So this is the full form of LIGO. This is one of the instrument which is used to detect the gravitational waves. And as I told you earlier, after 100 years of the prediction of Einstein, the scientists were able to detect these. Now let us understand the concept of free fall. This is a new concept. Now look at the figure. Imagine that you're holding an object between your two fingers. Okay, up in the air you are holding an object. Now at this object there are two forces acting. One is your hand which is catching it, and one is the earth's gravitational force, because that is going to act on everybody. So these two forces are acting on the body. Now suppose you release this object, just move your fingers apart and release this object. What will happen? Will the object stay there in the air? No, it will come down. It will start falling down. Why it is falling down? Because of the earth's gravitational force. So now when this body is falling down in mid-air, beach hawa mein, what are the forces acting on it? The earth's. So when the body is in mid-air, there is only one force acting on it, and that is the earth's gravitational force. So because of this, the body is coming down. Now this body which is coming down, it is coming under the influence of only one force, that is earth's gravitational force. So we will say that it is having a free fall. So any body which is falling under the influence of अर्थ ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स अलोन, मतलब जब वो नीचे आ रहा है उसके ऊपर और कोई भी फोर्स काम नहीं कर रहा है, सिर्फ अर्थ का ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स काम कर रहा है, देन दैट बॉडी इज सेड टू बी हैविंग अ फ्री फॉल.